Oh, well, hello. It is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. I'll try to spit this out in one breath before the sound effects kick in, and I'll spit this first part out in one breath. So basically, with the whole Negro men, like basically your flimsy or your questionable men telling other men and women to either vote for Kamala or shaming you for voting for. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, anyone can vote for anyone, but I'm thinking the problem comes in. So let's just say if you want to vote for the worst party, okay, you can do that. If you want to vote for the best party, you can do that. And if you want to say F all y'all, you can do that. So let's just make that part clear. When I put my 2 cents in, it's not saying y'all should have voted right or y'all should have voted left or y'all should have voted up. No, do what you want to do. Because hell, half of y'all lying anyway. A lot of people do this stuff for the gram. I'm voting for Kamala because they know it's going to piss you off. And then therefore they get views. Or I'm voting for Trump because they know it's going to piss you off or they know it's going to gas you up or whatever it is. It's for views. Like I literally just had to start deleting people because it's like, it's just getting, now you're reaching. Because you get some of these mugs that want to get all into politics. They're all for the politics, but they're not all for the smoke. So that's why I think that's another reason too why you should sit down somewhere, because it's not going to be worth the bandages. So basically, long story short, there was a content creator pretty much saying, oh, well, y'all black men, y'all hate Kamala because she this and that. She tried to give you retribution. Mind you, at the last minute, there's not even a month left until the election. It's like, by the time we catch wind, oh, she's at, by the time it spread around, hell, that date was, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, you're pandering for people and then telling them, oh, y'all hate, like, no. Here's the thing. She's an imposter the same way Obama's an imposter, and people have their own views for their own reason. Even if it is because she's black or whatever it is. And they're going to use that for it, and it's going to be vice versa. They didn't like Obama because he just, whatever it is, gay, whatever it is. People got that right. I don't like you for whatever reason. It don't have to be for or without a reason. But again, the problem is saying that, well, y'all hating on her, or y'all hate her because she's black or because she's a woman, or because, and first of all, you don't even know if that shit is true. These are the same people that tell you they don't know what a woman is. And they're the same ones that, so got some queers in there telling you that they don't know what a woman is. And then these are the same people that are saying, okay, she's black, she's Indian, she's white, like she's everything, all that, she's a chameleon. You see what I'm saying? So when no one considers that too, it's like we're not clicking. You see what I'm saying? That's remember I mentioned with the mental illness that we're suffering from. You can lie to us to our face, and we'll still run with the lie that you said you wasn't lying about. You see what I'm saying? So that's strike 1, 2, and 3, and then you got another strike. But like I said again, you'll get these flimsy ass black men. And honestly, this one came from Controversial Shannon. Like I said, I was listening to it at first. Sometimes you'll think like, oh, okay, it does kind of seem like he's kissing a woman's butt or a black woman's butt, but I'm listening to it too because it's kind of like, okay, well, hell, if we all reckless, don't just zoom in on me or everybody get to kick the black woman in the head. So it's like, okay, I agree to that point, but you went too far when you said the whole Kamala, oh, y'all just hating on, like, as far as quote unquote black men. And I'm like, no, everybody has their reasons, and that's why I had to step in. I said, no, Kamala ain't no different. Because she don't even fool with black women. Because if she did, she would have chose Angela. Now, when it comes to politics, nobody knows nothing about politics when it comes to entertainers. Now, they'll tell you to go vote, but they don't tell you why. But basically, of all the black women and of all the icons, she chooses Meg Thee Stallion, which is basically a city girl thought. So she's supposed to represent the black woman of America, basically. So we're all thoughts. We all got to twerk ourselves to the bone. You see what I'm saying? We got to twerk ourselves in and out of the office, twerk ourselves out of bed, twerk ourselves to go pick up the children. You see what I'm saying? All we know how to do is twerk. That's it. And we twerk hard. You see what I'm saying? So of all of the black women in the world, she didn't pick any dead legends. She didn't pick Angela Bassett. Hell, she didn't even pick an Imagine. Hell, even her. Even her. She don't even represent the black women because she's only black when it's time to pander to the sick in the head. You see what I'm saying? So that's another problem, and I had a problem with Controversial Shannon because it's like, don't put her on the pedestal as if somebody's hating on her. Even black men, like I said, it's the whole, he does the whole black man versus black woman thing. That's another thing too, where it just reached the last strike. Because like I said, at times such as this, we talking about who's hating on black women, and again, if it's true, then it's like, okay, nip it in the bud. But when you throw Kamala in there like she's one of us, okay, then we got a problem. Because I can promise you, the only people who are, and when it comes to black men, even whether you're from here or not, you can be American black or American African, whatever it is, as far as you're quote unquote melanated, anywhere in the globe, there's a catch with you if you're voting blue or if you're voting for Kamala. It could be 2 or 3 catches, probably even more, but the 2 or 3 off the top of my head, you're either A, gay as hell, like basically like a Kevin Samuels, someone who's just gay, whether you in or out of the closet, or you your children are compromised. And I'll just keep that short and sweet. So basically, any black man, whether you're from here or not, you see what I'm saying? Because I want to say the black men that was at that Obama rally when he was telling black men that, yo, y'all ain't right. The one he did a few days ago. I believe those black men were black men from abroad. They weren't American niggers. You see what I'm saying? But in this case, it don't matter who you are. Any nigger, because you got black celebrities who are American. Vote for Kamala, and it catches to them. They're either extremely homosexual, in and out of the closet, or their children are compromised. Those are the only type of men that vote blue. And I don't want to say particularly for Kamala, but if you vote blue as a black man, more than likely you're homosexual, or your children are compromised. Either your children are homosexual, or maybe they have been compromised. Something's not right with the men in the family, in so many words. Via you or via somebody else from the LGBT community or from the blue thugs. And I'm not saying that you don't have predators everywhere. You don't just have to have on blue to be gay or to be a pedophile. What I am saying is, if a black man called himself supporting them, you're either homosexual or your children are compromised. And you could just do the math. Just do the math on any of your celebrities. All of your celebrities, your black men celebrities who have children, their children are compromised. Basically have been sold and auctioned off to the highest bidder. And I'm just going to say that and shut up. So basically, those are my problems with yeah. So I was just like, right now, at a time such as this, we are a little too twisted, a little too sick, and a little too we're too tainted to be trying to tell somebody, oh man, guy versus gal, or it's so tacky at this point now. I'm okay with hitting that reset button, you know, because we're way too tainted, and I'm afraid I don't want to say it's impossible to reverse the brain damage, but I just feel like a lot of people, they're not willing to get well. That's the problem. I could be sick as a dog, but as long as I'm willing, like, damn, I know I don't like feeling this way, or I know I don't like, you know, having these thoughts and whatever it is that's tampering with my brain. If I know I don't like it, then it's like, okay, what, I want to do something different. Even if it's addiction. Yeah, I'm addiction. I know I'm strung out, but I don't want to be this way. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, if we acknowledge it, we can at least want help. But when it comes to our mental health, I think a lot of us we are so stuck in that delusion. It's like, you just can't tell us, like, you just can't tell us nothing. I feel that way about my family. I feel that way about people that I'm around. I'm like, our priorities are effed up. Like, these people that are around here in the city of LA, I think the only thing that they're devoted to is drugs. And I've said this more than once. Drugs. It won't have nothing to do with drugs. You won't have their attention. You won't have community. We won't have, you know, relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's like, without the drugs, there's no people. I think a lot of people, they'll probably spill over without the drugs. You know, some of the stuff, like, once you get addicted to it, you gotta have it, otherwise your body will freak out. So I'm thinking, like, some of the stuff, these people are just so far tainted to the point of no return. Yeah, so yeah, that was something that I definitely wanted to mention. Like, as far as that man speaking on behalf of Kamala, that you do not know this lady. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, and I understand a lot of them are being paid too. I get paid to tricky, but again, that still goes back to our problem with treason, and then our problem with throwing each other under the bus for a few dollars. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, most of the time, that's what the celebrities do. How do you think they get famous? You got to sell out. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time you do. If you're in the industry, more than likely you done sold out. Whether you sold yourself out or you sold out, whatever it was, you sold out. Sold your children, whatever it was. So that's why I say most of the time, don't listen to these damn celebrities, because they're bought and paid for it. They're good. You're the one that got to do something strange, or you're the one that got to do a sacrifice to get like them. They're already bought and paid for it. That's why they send them to tell you what to keep you in line. And then their money keeps them in line. You see what I'm saying? Everyone's being controlled. Everyone's puppets in their own way. But like I say, when I see you being a puppet, like that controversial Shannon, I'm like, is Kamala paying you, or are you just pandering to the guy versus gal? Cause I'm like, now I'm going to say something to your ass. Because, like, I'm all for the whole, don't be kicking a black woman in the head. Whenever, like, as if everyone else is on the straight and narrow, you know. If we all need work, then we all need work. Therefore, everybody need to be shut the hell up and work on yourself. I shouldn't have time to throw stones if I'm just as raggedy as these descriptions that I'm giving to you. And like I say, most of the time people don't take their own advice, and that's why the world's so tacky now. Listening to me, and I'm just as trifling and raggedy. You see what I'm saying? That's the Kevin Samuel effect. He died taking his own advice. Now, I don't want to speak on the dead like I'm talking ill of him. I didn't really know him like that, but I just thought that it was just very telling how people flocked to him. Like women they just couldn't wait to get up there just to get belittled by him. And if a man agrees with one thing they say, they just feel like they have arrived. Their chest gets, it's just so sad and so disheartening seeing it, because I'm just thinking like, wow, are we really that sick? And we are sick people. I'm like, good God, we are delusional. It's sad if you just see how we are. It's very sad. Are men willing to beat the hell? Like, you're willing to let the women have it, but are you willing to let the system have it? More than likely, no. Because these same people with that Kevin Samuels effect, like your Anton Daniels, he'll jump on a woman, but he'll tell you, when it comes to the racists, I'd rather deal with them than deal with you. Like, pretty much like, oh, it's easier to deal with something, but you ain't nowhere near them now. And then you have the nerve to say too, oh, I didn't have to deal with that. I never had to do. Okay, take your ass to whatever that. Actually, take your ass to reality. A lot of people like that, they're just saying that they're pandering for the gram. Most of the time, if I present myself on the gram or on the tube, I'm only going to show you the good parts. I'm not going to show you, the nicks and the bruises, if you will. You see what I'm saying? Like, people like that, you just have to read about on the papers, because it's like they're, once you actually let them go, pretty much leave them for the streets, literally, to where it's like, okay, well, you know what, if you got it all figured out. You talk so much shit. This is another thing too. I guess I could spit this part out. It's a little tacky, but if you're not willing to write your forehead write your address on your forehead when you're online talking shit, then you might want to keep quiet. Because a lot of that's coming out too. People get on these internets talking shit and don't realize how easily you can be found. You can be found as easily as your information can be stolen out here in these streets. Because like I say, all of your information's out there. That's another thing too that we need to understand. Oh, we get online and you want to show out for the gram, and then you thought, oh, I thought that was just for TV, and then somebody catch you on the streets, and then now you're the victim. That's the problem. Just like that woman said, oh, the black woman, there's no competition, because you done found yourself a sick nigger. But here's the thing, for her, that's views. Maybe it's just entertainment. Okay, that's cute. But if you run into those same barracudas that you were talking about online, they catch your ass in the streets, then you and your boyfriend gonna be acting like the victim. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, be careful of the shit that you spew online, because I promise you don't want, since you want to have that Kevin Samuels effect, you don't want the Kevin Samuels result either. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the long and sweet of it. And again, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just talking shit about the dead. I'm not. I'm only talking shit about him because that's your savior, and I have to match you up with reality. You seen what happened to your savior, and he ain't the only one. Like I say, so it's like this goes for men and women. Be careful and be mindful of the shit that you talk online. Because again, if you're not willing to write your address on your forehead while you're talking your shit on your line, shut your ass up. Because I can promise you can be very easily found. And I've seen this with my own eyes. People talking shit, all you got to do is punch in. Because even though you're behind a blank screen, let's just say, no one knows who I am. If I get online and post it, everything is under a number system. Let's just say it's 12-digit code said, hey everybody, how you doing? No picture or nothing, mind you. Nobody knows it's me. But when we leave messages and comments and videos, all of that can be traced back to who sent it, when, and where. Again, you don't have names or pictures on it, but that device that you're using might have your mom's name. You see what I'm saying? Or it might have your address on it. That's what I'm saying. Just be mindful. Just be mindful. Because if you don't really want that smoke, then talk about something else online. Because I'm thinking that's the problem too. People do shit for the gram, and you don't realize. Yeah, you might be rich online, but your ass is gonna be in danger in the streets. So be careful, because this ain't the good old days. Shit ain't sweet. Be well and be safe.